Oh man, speaking of MSG, that fucking Chinese place we went to earlier, holy shit.
And we really nailed it.
We nailed it. It was great.
I told you, we sat down, I said, gentlemen, you're about to see a perfect game.
We did.
I don't know if you've ever seen a perfect game
We
before.
played a perfect game.
I gotta say, we did all our orders, and the Asian guy who looked like he was from Star Wars came out. And like, Devin got like the eggplant. I went hack with the sweet and sour chicken, but that's what I do. You got the, what did you get?
I got customized his order.
I got the honey chicken. I added peanuts, and quite frankly, I mean, there were little slices of cut apple in there, which wasn't even in the description, but I wasn't mad.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
and I think we said like the guy went in the back. He goes, "Yeah, I did the peanuts. He's a good one.
He's a pro.
He's a pro."
And we got the lo mein, which just put us out.
Combination lo mein.
It was like eating sleep, and then, but it's one of those Chinese places. Like it was fantastic. Like it's so saucy, and you kind of feel like you have like a heart murmur like halfway through your meal. You're like, this is good Chinese.
Ben was, we had to write a sketch today, and Ben was like, I'm going to bring my laptop to the Chinese restaurant so we could write a sketch. Which thankfully we never, because we walked in, we're like, this is the most retarded thing
we were walking in,
ever.
and Ben's like, I forgot the laptop. And I was like, that's just some gay shit people in LA do. They always say they're going to go write something at a place.
Yeah.
We never do that.
Yeah, like you've got one egg roll, like a cigar, and you're just like Trumbo, just typing away. You're like, okay, so what if the retarded guy, then he eats his own dick? Let me put that in the skit.
What I will one day, we're going to go write a sketch there. I'm going to bring my typewriter.
Sure. And then he's going to come up, he goes, sir, you are too gay to eat here. We ask that you leave for being gay.
My father, he wants to poison your food.
Yeah.
You must leave now.
My grandfather, who is a big turtle, said, look at this David Lynch motherfucker. Thinks he's at Bob's Big Boy right now. Writing some erotic piece of shit.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I got to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, go jack off,
no,
dude.
We're only doing our jobs.
I do hope Devin's going in there to jack off real quick.
Yeah, because he's all horned up.
He's all horned up talking about his hog.
People do. I mean, as much as we joke about it, unfortunately, kids do fuck up their dick, and there should be, there has to be fair airtime on TV where, like it's like the FTC ruled some sort of fair airtime thing where like there has to be a certain number of child programs aired from like. Right after school hours and before school hours, so that they play like Arthur and like old Mr. Rogers stuff and like
right. So
Coco Melon.
Kids aren't coming home from school and watching like Cops Biggest Titties edition.
Yeah, which would make the networks a lot more money.
Of course,
so they have to be handcuffed to play something that a 6-year-old can watch.
Yeah,
they really should have PSAs during those hours. Teaching kids how to jack off.
Yeah, I think they should have the more you know star, and then Louis C.K. walks on screen. He goes, all right, here's how you jack off your fat, retarded dick. My daughters hate me because I jacked off my retarded dick.
He's like, so what you just sit on the goddamn fucking toilet and your cock's it's fucking small and it sucks.
And it sucks.
And it fucking sucks.
And your balls are so low they get in the water because you fucking suck and you should kill yourself.
And you're gonna take a shit, so just start shitting anyway, and because you're gonna shit and jack off and come. Jesus.
Emma, good lord.
We were saying that there should be PSAs to teach people kids how to jack off, like on PBS, so they don't fuck their dicks up when they're kids.
Yeah, like it's like I'm just a Bill, like that shit. Yeah.
Schoolhouse cock.
Schoolhouse cock. Yeah.
There should be little musicals teaching you how to masturbate properly, so you don't kind of ruin your life.
I'm just a cock.
Sometimes you gotta use the left hand to even out curvature. You don't wanna be a freak in the future. Sometimes you'll get pants during gym, and everyone will make fun of your curvy cock.
And that's when you take a gun and make your classmates pay.
And then you go home. You grab your daddy's hunting rifle. You come back to school and you shoot them all up.
I'm just a cock.
I'm just a cock.
Yes, I'm only, and I need lotion on my cock. Because you'll wear out your skin and make your shit all weird.
Find the kid with the Bang Bros password. That's all. We had kids at school literally selling Bang Bros passwords like they were
like it's fentanyl.
Yeah, like it was like all the president's men. Like we'd be in fucking parking lot.
He's like, you got the money? Yeah. You handing him $12 in a suitcase?
Like place beyond the pines. Like, you got my Bang Bros password? Yes.
He just hands you a piece of paper that says Alligator 5. You're like, thanks.
Thanks. You got my Gianna Michaels bang bus clip? Yes. I have heard of kids who have printed out porn and like sold it at their school, like back in the day.
Like a
like during the dial-up
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
I had a friend who like had like a treasure box like under his bunk bed, and it had one folded piece of paper that he had just went on Google and he typed in tits, and then he printed that out in color on his parents' printer, and he had it, and he had used it for years and years. Yeah.
The TITS. That's all he typed in.
He just typed in tits.
Yeah. Well, I also, because my mom was good with computers, so to get around that, I Googled big boobs, and I got caught.
Yeah.
And I've talked about that. So after that, to get away with it, I would Google Lindsay Lohan big. And then that way, if I was ever confronted, I was like, I was seeing how healthy she is now. I wasn't looking for big, juicy tits in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
I was seeing how tall she was.
Yeah. I also remember, like, when Jessica Simpson got pregnant, I was like, that really awakened something inside of me. There was that cover of, like...
yeah, because her tits got really big.
There was, like, a cover of, like, Vanity Fair Good Housekeeping where she was, like, pregnant and naked. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me right now. I think I want to fuck this pregnant titty lady.
Yep. Yeah.
Be like, yeah.
Really, but she looks like a great big fat guy.
Yeah, I'm like, but I like it. I like it a lot. Turned into Trump. And then I started having sex for the first time. I was like, oh, I get it. I totally get it
I
now.
get it now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
When she was in Dukes of Hazzard, that was like, it helped out a lot of youngins.
Everybody, because of that, everybody wanted soapy boobs.
Yep. And the
soapy boobs were big.
soapy boobs were a huge thing back then.
That was the thing. It's like, dude, the hottest thing a woman can do is wash a car.
Yeah.
That's hot as shit.
No, like, you were a teen boy, you just wanted to, like, eat, like, a $6 burger and get sucked off. That was, like, based on Carl's Jr. commercials.
A thick bacon burger.
Yeah. You remember Carl's Jr. commercials back then? They were, like, sexual. Like, they'd fuck the burger, basically. It'd be, like, a guy, and the noises, like, the ADR that they did for the burger juices falling out and stuff, it was so sexual for a fucking burger. So as a fat kid... Then they add tits, they add Paris Hilton or something, and you're like, oh, this is unbelievable. I'm coming every which way now.
Yeah. It was like Paris Hilton like slapping the burger on her face. Like it was a cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hot as hell.
Jack in the Box commercials was like, you could just eat that guy's pussy.
The Jack in the Box
The
guy?
Jack in the Box guy would come in with the business suit, and he would take off his tie and his suit, and he'd have a big pussy.
Yeah.
He looked like Buck Angel, basically.
Jack in the Box.
The Jack in the Box guy was Buck Angel.
Yeah.
And it was just a little fat kid eating that guy's pussy.
Yeah.
It would just say Jack in the Box.
Yeah. Hey.
We take EBT. They're the only people that advertise it, by the way, that I see in LA.
I've driven by Jack in the Box. It's like, don't worry, pores. We got you.
Yeah, they take... Yeah.
Don't worry, pores. We'll kill you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
We'll kill you. We'll do it to you quick.
We'll do it to you quick.
Jack in the Box be like, now taking Monopoly money. Come on down.
Jack in the Box is like, now accepting crack as payment. No worries.
Yep. Jack in the Box was funny. I used to have a friend that fucking he would go to Jack in the Box every day, and we used to make fun of him.
That's so fucked
Because
up.
all he did was order the cheesecake.
Is he alive?
he's somehow
Wait, he would
alive.
order one cheesecake and leave?
He'd order one cheesecake, and we'd all shit all over him.
Dude, that's worse than ordering like 5 burgers at once.
It's somehow more demented to wait in line and be like, one cheesecake, please. Like you're like in Italy or fucking like you're going
like you're
to...
an old Jewish man getting his bagel every morning at the diner.
Oh, it was so deranged. One cheesecake.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know why I stopped getting the Oreo milkshake there? Because that kind of became a thing for me for a minute.
Oh, I loved those things.
They're like 1,800 calories.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like over your caloric
Jack in
intake
the
for the
Box
day
is
with
the
one
one.
shake.
Jack in the Box is the one where if you get like the buttery Jack, I think it's somehow 1,900 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the bread is like made of butter, and yeah, I mean the Oreo cheesecake. It's like you're eating plaster.
The last time I went inside of a Jack in the Box, literally it was like it was a skate park. Like people are grinding like on the
it looked
cashier's
like
register.
Walter White's pool at the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. People are graffitiing the fry later. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a big fat Latina manager, and then like she turns and someone is tagging her back with graffiti. They're just tagging gang signs on her back.
Yeah, she's like, "Welcome to Jack in the," and she pulls out a gun and shoots you. What do you want? Yeah, it's like Jack in the Box. They do just hire like Latina moms like in bear suits now to survive the shifts there.
Yeah.
They're the only people that could run that thing.
Yeah,
You got no one else to run that thing.
yeah. Teenagers. What are you talking about?
You need a 45-year-old Latina lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to be pushing 300, preferably over.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna get knocked over. You're gonna get swirlied in the air fryer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need a woman with a stable base, is what you're saying.
Short haircut.
Yeah.
Dollar store general hair gel.
Yeah, you gotta be a fat dyke to work at Jack in the Box.
Let's cut the bullshit.
Can we like get cut to the chase here?
You need an orange is the new black type of bitch.
You need the lady from She Runs the McDonald's Like a Fucking Navy.
Yes, that lady. Yeah.
You literally need that woman.
You need that woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack in the Box, they don't fuck around.
Yeah,
A woman
woman's
who
like-
loves visors.
A woman's like, I have giant tits and I dress like a bad magician from the 90s.
Yeah.
Devin was making me laugh. So yesterday you texted me that every skinny lesbian woman wants to date a teamster.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
All attractive lesbians, they have this period of time where they date like a 400-pound woman that just looks like a teamster.
Yeah.
And you're just confused. You're like, why don't you just fuck a man, retard? Makes no sense.
Yeah. It's a lipstick lesbian and then Tony Soprano with like slightly longer hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit.
And they're like, I don't. They're more emotional. They're more emotionally perceptive.
Yeah, they still beat the shit out of me, but like worse.
Yeah.
They're not as good
They're a
at
little
it.
weaker. So
You know the domestic violence rates amongst lesbians is like higher than straight
It's like
couples.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I had that thing with this lesbian for a little bit, and all the fucking women that she was going out with instead of me, they look like Philip Seymour Hoffman. They look like Philip Seymour Hoffman with like a cholo haircut.
And they're all doing dog fighting. Like they all have pit bulls. They like it's like Pokemon for them.
Well, that's because when
they go out in the park and lesbians
eventually
have their
they
dogs fight
do
each
want
other
to have
the
sex
death.
with a man, and so they fuck their pit bull. That is it.
It is funny though, because like when they're dating like a teamster type of fat lesbian lady, it's like just fuck a guy named Fat Sal.
Yes.
Fuck a guy
Literally.
named after the establishment.
Don't date a guy who looks like fat Quentin Tarantino with like a bowler shirt and a Kangol cap on backwards.
Yeah.
Because they probably getting fucked with a strap on by a lady that looks like a fucking dude. So just fuck a dude.
Was always kind of confused by the lesbian strap-on thing, but maybe I'm being ignorant. But always confused by that.
Because they still need a dick, ultimately, at the end of the day.
But then,
Yeah.
then
Checkmate, lesbians.
Checkmate.
have you guys heard this whole thing about like women can't come with a penis inside them?
That's all they do.
No,
is
that's
they-
what your
they-
wife tells you.
They make
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.